So I don't really know what the idea is for today's tarot reading. I'm just very excited because I got this new camera holder, and so far so good. It's working out very well, and I'm able to sit in a more comfortable area, and I don't know, I'm able to do more. So I just wanted to record because I was very excited to have this up and running. I'm sweating a lot. It's a little toasty. It's a little warm, so I'm a little shiny. Um, but I think we'll be okay. We'll be okay. We'll be all right. It'll be fine. Um, but I think I'm a true believer in that everything happens for a reason. So I got 5-5 on the timer as I said that. So if this resonates, it resonates. If you saw this video, if this video even makes it up, it happened for a reason. So I don't know if I want to do my tarot cards or if I want to do the oracle cards. Hmm. Let's do the tarot cards first, actually, and then we'll use the oracle cards to dive deeper. Literally, I prepared nothing. I've only prepared the camera. I've only prepared the camera. Um, yeah. So you're really witnessing me just start off the bat with nothing in mind. Um, but yeah, let's give this a read. Ooh, you know what's really interesting that I did want to bring up? So for a while, I've been hearing Christmas in July. I don't know if anyone else has been hearing that, but I've heard it like 4 times. Christmas in July, Christmas in July. Expect Christmas in July. You're going to get something Christmas in July. So, and it's so interesting because it feels like for me, tarot cards can either be like riddles or they can be like completely literal. Like so on point and so just bitch, what did you expect? Like that type of thing. So I've been hearing Christmas in July for a while, and I was just assuming that maybe it had something to do with love or money or something like that, because that's the stuff I'm kind of manifesting. And so the other day, I go to visit a friend that I haven't seen in quite a few months. I want to say 8 months or so. Around Christmas, we saw each other. That I'll say for sure. Actually, I don't even know if that's for sure. I think we saw each other before Christmas. Yeah, we saw each other before Christmas. So I want to say maybe Thanksgiving, around that time, maybe earlier. We went out to eat, and then we didn't see each other for a while because life gets busy, people get busy, whatever. So I'm hanging out at my friend's house the other day, and her boyfriend got up from his chair, he was just on his gaming chair just minding his own business, when he got up, went to their bedroom, and then came back, and he handed her this thing. And she jumped up and she was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for reminding me. And she handed me the thing that he handed her, and she was like, oh, this is your Christmas gift. Get it? Christmas in July. Because Christmas in July, yeah. So and I just thought it was so funny because I'm looking at it and it has the Christmas wrapping paper on it and everything, and I was like, oh my goodness, Christmas in July. Because the reason why I thought I had saw her this past Christmas is because I gave her a Christmas gift, but I had her address and I love Amazon, so I just sent her a Christmas gift. I just had it sent to her, and I remember us going back and forth because she was like, "Oh, I got you a gift too. Let me bring it to you." And I was like, "I don't want you because we're in different cities." And I was like, yeah, "You don't need to drive 30 minutes out here to bring me a gift. Don't worry about it. We'll find the time to for you to give me the gift, like a time where we're gonna hang out. Like I don't want to like waste your gas, waste your time. Like just hold on to it. We'll get to it eventually. Lo and behold, we didn't get to it until July, but I just thought it was so funny to me, very how like just how literal the cards really are. Like Christmas in July, and I got it. I got Christmas in July. I got a bucket. Well, it's not really a bucket. It was like it's a basket. I got a basket of uh like shower supplies. You know when you get like a loofah, bath bombs, bath salts, body lotion, body mist, all that fun stuff. Ooh, I keep hitting the mic, and I'm hoping it's not like making a weird noise when I do that. Anyways, um, so yeah, and I was just a little tidbit, you know. Maybe that's like maybe that should if I could speak. But maybe that is something that will resonate with you in this video, or maybe that's something you need to keep in mind, like a little bug. When hearing your message, if it resonates, or even if it doesn't resonate, even if it's just letting you know something is going to happen, it's not always going to be like metaphorical or like rhetorical or, you know, like a riddle. Like it can very well be literal. So if you like, I don't know, if you are upset about it or like you're overwhelmed by it or you're just very unsure, very unhappy, just remember it can mean anything and it's not time to panic just yet, right? It's not time to panic. You're gonna, one way or another, I'm a true believer. Well, things always work out in the end. And I know that because I'm still here. No matter all the bad times you go through, all the sadness, all the downs, whatever, notice that you've been through all that and yet you're still here. That's a very like important like message, notion to really like focus on that. You've already been through A, B, C, and D, and you're still here. And you're proof that things get better, that things will get better, that you will get through these, like, this time, like, whatever it is that's happening, you're gonna get through it. Because you've gone through it before. Oh, shiver me timbers. Okay. Um, wow. 4 cards fell out, but I'm gonna attribute that to me not really paying attention. So we're gonna shuffle this. Basically, I'm gonna ask our guardian angels, our guides, to come in and give you a little message, whatever you need to hear right now, whatever you need to know, what you should be looking for, what you should expect in the upcoming. Uh, let's see, we're in July, so it's 7 months. We're 7 months into the year, and there's 12 months in the year. Hold on. August, September, October, November, December. Okay, 5 months. I was real confused for a second. So yeah, I'm just gonna invite my spirit guides and your spirit guides, my guardian angels and your guardian angels, to come in and give you a little message of what's to expect within the next 5 months. Yeah, and I'm gonna try and pull out 3 cards, but if any of them fall out, then we'll take an extra. And then if we need to dive deeper, we have the oracle cards. So just now, I'm just shuffling. Spirit guides, guardian angels, please come in and give us a little message of what the collective can expect within the next 5 months. Da-da-da-da. Sometimes I wonder when I'm shuffling cards like this, because sometimes I'll shuffle them in a way. Whoa! Okay. How many cards was that? That was 4 cards. Oh wow, this is. I was just thinking about this card too. It's bent though, so I don't know if I want to accept it. I got the Lover's card in reverse. I kind of bent it though because the way it all fell. The Lover's card in reverse. I got the Three of Wands. And I got the Six of Pentacles. The way I wrote on it, it looks reversed, but you got the Six of Pentacles upright. I just wrote on it the wrong way because I don't pay attention when I do things. And you got the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. I don't even know what point I was trying to make before I was rudely interrupted. But we're gonna move on. Alright, so the Lover's upside down. This is interesting. I've been seeing sixes today. Like I've seen like 5 sixes today repeating. And the Lovers is like number 6 of the major arcana, I believe it is. Hold on, I'm a baby. Give me a second. Let the baby learn the cards. Yeah, this is the major arcana. Interesting. So the Lover's reverse, what does this mean? The Burning Hot card turns cool, but affections needn't cool off entirely. Winter is a time when plants retreat to their roots. This doesn't mean the bloom is off the rose or that it won't bloom later. In the meantime, a little cold can be refreshing, especially when you've got someone or something to warm you. That's kind of cute. So even though it's reversed, it doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing, which is something I was thinking about the other night actually, because I was like, a lot of the times reverse the cards mean something bad, but that's like completely wrong. It's like very, very wrong. It doesn't necessarily always mean something wrong. Because when the card is upright, when Lovers is upright, it's meaning the meaning is like you're gonna approach upon finding someone or something, someone. You're gonna approach upon finding a friend, and it like doesn't necessarily have to be a lover just because this is the Lover's card, but it can also be a friend. It can be a furry friend. It can be new family. You know, I did have a niece just be born a week or so ago. I am what am I? A 5-time aunt, 6-time aunt. There's the number 6 again. Wait, I guess if you count animals, 6. So yeah. But yeah, um, reverse though, it's an interesting parallel. That upright, it means like a friendship, a new a new connection, a new relationship is forming, and that can literally be like platonic, romantic, professional. Something new is forming. Something's coming in, and I got on the clock mirror numbers. I got 1331. But you got it reversed, and like that's super great. The Burning Hot card turns cold, but affections needn't cool off entirely. So maybe with this person that you have or you're going to have, they it's like you kind of not fall out of the honeymoon phase, because that sounds like a bad thing. As my dog is trying to ruin my cards, it sounds like a bad thing, but I don't really think it is. I think it's just you get into a phase where you get comfortable with each other, and not comfortable in the way of that you stop caring or you stop doing things for each other. I think you get comfortable in the way that you're so used to taking care of each other and you're so used to doing things for each other that it's just the norm. Like it's not, you don't even think about doing it. You're like, you as a man, you'll walk into the store and be like, oh, like I remember so and so, my partner, saying that she actually needed like a new thing of napkins. I don't know. So let me get her a thing of napkins. Like, it's not something you question. It's not something you have to think twice about. It's just something you do. I think that's what it means by like getting like comfortable, by like the the hotness of the card. Is that what it was? Yeah, the hotness of the card is turning cold, but that doesn't mean the cold is bad. Sometimes you need to cool off. I need to cool off. I'm sweating. So it doesn't mean a bad thing. Winter is a time when plants retreat to their roots. That doesn't mean the bloom is off the rose or that it won't blossom later. In the meantime, a little cold can be refreshing, especially when you've got someone or something, preferably warm, preferably furry, to keep you warm. Not me butchering the card. I was just thinking, I got my furry friend right here. This is my Chewy. Say hello, Chewy. Over here. Look. He's so just like, why are you bothering me? My sweet boy, my baby. All right, I'll let you lay back down. I'm sorry. I just wanted you to say hi to the camera. So yeah, you got the Lovers Reverse, and that's a 6 card. The Three of Wands. This is the third 3 I'm actually seeing, because the Lovers card represents the number 6. However, it's on page 35. I know I get numbery. You could ignore this, but if you wanted to add it, there's a 3 like from the page that it's on, page 35, and then there's 2 3s on this card, which could also just be 1, considering it's just a representation of it. You know what? Ignore me. You got the 3 of Wands, page 69. You got 2 little kitty cats in there playing with some like ribbon. I think these are the minor arcana cards. All right. 3 of Wands. At the confluence of inner balance and our outward connections to the world, the 3 of Wands promises something new on the horizon. Good, good, good. And you got it upright. Sometimes we can see everything wonderful that is right in front of us, but sometimes we have to turn around to shift our perspective. With concentration and focus, the big picture shifts more clearly. It shifts clearly into view, and growth and good fortune are within grasp. Note that the triangles on the wallpaper suggesting the sails of ships, they hint at a new adventure on the horizon. So the little in the focus, please. On the background of this card, there's like little triangles that look like ships. It means something new is on the horizon, and that literally could be the relationship that we were just talking about, that you're gonna get very comfortable. You're gonna get very warm with the other person, even if it gets cold around you guys. Even if you're becoming comfortable, you're gonna find a lot of love and solitude in that comfort. Now you got the 6 of Pentacles. What have I said about the 6s? Well, I've been seeing a lot of them. Pay attention to the 6s. You got the 6 of Pentacles, and it is upright. Despite my writing, it is upright. Let's see. Six of Pentacles. You have an abundance. Don't forget that it's thanks to the generosity and aid from others. That's very important. That's a very important key factor. I also do want to note that in the card, there's like little treats up here. I think there's 6 of them. Yeah, there's 6 little treats up there, and the cat has a full belly. I've seen this card enough that I'm starting to like kind of remember things about it. So you just want to keep in mind that there is 6 treats in here, and there's a cat with a full belly. Okay. That is 1 full belly you have there. If you have been blessed with more treats than others, perhaps it's time to share what has been given so freely. Generosity begets generosity, so pay it forward with gifts from the outside, nuzzles and headbutts. How cute. So, like I said, you're getting a lot of like love and like abundance. Maybe it's also from this person, and maybe you are someone who, I wouldn't say necessarily has a fear of intimacy, but maybe you do have a fear of intimacy. Maybe you have some reservations about certain things. This person is going to be a very big person for you. They're going to mean a lot to you, they're going to mean a lot for your life. So even though you have these walls, you have these fears, you really need to try and work on them. Especially, you need to work on them with your person because you want to keep this person. This is not someone you want to lose. This is very big abundance that's coming in. And you need to kind of give back. You need to reciprocate that love and that relationship that you're getting. And it needs to be a constant flow. I understand not everything is 50-50 in a relationship like we would all want it to be. However, it needs to kind of be that most of the time. Like I hear people say like 70-30 or 80-20 type of thing where one person needs to be doing more, or no, the best quote I heard was that a relationship needs to be like 80-20 with both people in the relationship striving to do the 80. That was the quote. And that's exactly what you need to be doing. You need to both be striving to do the 80 for each other, to do as much as you can for each other. And if the other one ends up getting sick, or they like end up being out of commission for a while, whatever that means, like I said, sick day, or money starts dwindling, or you know family problems are happening, work problems, you need to kind of step up for one another, and you need to be there for one another. And I think that's very, very important to keep in mind, and that's something that you need to practice. Maybe not just that either. Like I said, it all goes back to um the emotional part of it. If you struggle to open up, if you struggle to say I love you, if you struggle to show any type of physical love or verbal love, this is the person. Ooh, I got 4 twos right there. This is the person that you want to work on that with. And maybe even start now before you meet that person, just to get that head start. Just so you guys will kind of be on the same page, so that you can, so as you're learning to trust this person, you'll start learning to, like, you've already learned the parts of like to trust yourself and to trust when you will know when someone's a bad egg, and you'll know that this person's not a bad egg. And as you begin to trust them after trusting yourself, that love will flow. Hopefully that makes sense. And the last card you got is the Page of Pentacles. Got a lot of pentacles here, my friends. A lot of pentacles. Page of Pentacles. It's a little silly cat. The cat has her tongue sticking out. There's a little ball up there hanging with like a star. If it's a Page of Pentacles, I can only assume. No, I have to go back to the beginning. Just when I think I have everything figured out. Wait, was I not supposed to go back to the beginning? Got the Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Where's the Page of Pentacles? Oh, right here. Alright. Okay. Getting off on the right start will portend great success and great fortune ahead. Precious youth that he is, the Page of Pentacles needs you to take a good hard look at your future. This is about seeing beyond the tree and the outstretched hand in front of you. A good plan and a strong start guarantees success. The brightly hued pentacle Suncatcher, this guy right here up in the corner of the ball. The brightly hued pentacle Suncatcher here reminds you to find all the unique and colorful things about yourself. Let your light shine through it. You guys, you are really, really finding your way. I don't know when this turned off. When did this turn off? Oh, well, that's wonderful. Great. All right, cool. Yeah. So, interesting. Give me a second. Hold on. I'm sorry about that. I didn't know what that was all about. Maybe that mic was dying. I would love to know when it died. When did it start dying? Okay. We were talking about the Page of Pentacles. Basically, you, interesting. Am I also getting the vibe someone doesn't want me talking about this card? I'm getting that vibe. Anyways, so yeah, you're getting a lot. Um, Maybe you're someone like me and you've been manifesting this thing for quite some time now. You've been manifesting it so much and it's finally coming through, and maybe you don't realize it, but this is like the start of you getting everything you wanted. It's the start of you it's the start of like your manifestations coming through. It's the start of your dreams coming through. It's the start of the next chapter in your life. It's the start of new adventure that's like definitely on the horizon for you. And that's definitely something I feel that you've been waiting for a very long time. You've been doing so much of this inner work, this growth to become an elevated version of yourself, who you need to be in order to achieve these things. And you've done the work. You've done the work. Even if you don't think you have, even if you think you're at like a stagnant part of your life right now, that pause that you're going through is also very key, and it's important to the growth. Sometimes you need to be stagnant and force yourself to find your way out. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes it's part of the lesson. Sometimes it's part of the growth of like pushing yourself to do more and be more out there and to grow into who you need to be in this life. I don't know why I'm like dying. Maybe it's because I really wasn't supposed to talk about it. I don't know. Um, or it could just be me. It could just be me. Um, but to just to reiterate, you have some love coming in. You have a lot of love coming in, and it's the start of your next chapter. Being with this person, accepting this love, whether it's platonic or whether it's romantic or if it's professional, this is the start of your next chapter. And I would like um our guardian angels, our spirit guides to come in and give us a few cards here, like some oracle cards. Um let's ask for, what is it you need to embody to get this moving forward? Yeah. Or maybe what are some no, let's yeah. I want to ask our spirit guides, our guardian angels, to give us a few cards on what we need to embody within these next 5 months. Yeah. I like that. I like that idea. What do you need to embody these next 5 months? What type of energy do you need to embody? Obviously, I'd like to make this very clear too. Don't ever dim your light for somebody else. Because if this person truly loved you for who you are, truly cared about you for who you are, they wouldn't ask you to do that. I got 414 on the clock, so proving my point. Don't dim your light for somebody else. Oh my goodness. What are these? I'm nervous. I'm a little afraid. Um, these cards fell out. I'm gonna put those back in the deck and we're gonna keep shuffling because that card made me a little nervous. I mean, it could mean something else completely, but I just can't picture. Or, actually, I could try to dig through this and I know what cards it was. Because now that I'm thinking about it, it could actually make sense. It could actually make sense for a lot of you, actually. Hold on, let me find this card. Let me find this card. Because it spooked me. It spooked me enough that I put it back. But thinking about it, I should not have put it back. Because it's the same thing as like the devil card, or like by getting a card in reverse, or getting the death card. It does not at all necessarily mean that you're gonna die or that the devil's in your life or anything bad like that. It literally could just mean like it's the end of a chapter. All right, I got the two cards back. I got the two cards back. So, and also I don't know if it really makes sense though, but we're gonna go through with it because I think I can make it make sense. The first card that we got that I got spooked from was the Broken Heart card. Now, basically, it says down here deception lies, forbidden love, heartbreak, deep sorrow, and the grieving process. Now, again, this doesn't necessarily mean that when finding this love, it's going to lead to a broken heart. It could mean that you're going to experience a broken heart along the way. And it does not mean that it could be from the person that's coming in your life. It could mean, um, it could mean that maybe you're already in a relationship and that's kind of like a dangerous, it's dangerous, but it does happen where you might be in a relationship with somebody and you may or may not love this person. You probably do love this person. You probably really do care about this person. However, this broken heart might mean that another person's coming in and it's making you realize some things. It's making you realize that your current person is not treating you correctly. The broken heart could also mean that maybe you're going through a transition period. It, like the Page of Pentacles said, how your light is shining and how you're meant to do like greater things. That could also just play into this of that the heartbreak you're facing is that um whatever chapter you're in right now, whatever life you're in right now, it has to fall apart, it has to break away in order to make room for your new life, for your new chapter. In the forbidden love, it makes me wonder if this person that you're gonna like that's gonna come into your life, maybe it's untraditional, maybe it's I'm trying to think what's the word, because forbidden love can really mean anything. It could be maybe this person's a little on the higher age part. Maybe they're on the, when I say lower age, I don't mean like illegal. You know what I mean? Like I just mean like maybe you're like 50 years old and you find someone who's 25. I don't know. Maybe it's the other way around in the forbidden love world. Um maybe depending on who you are, depending on your life, maybe it's someone of the same gender. It's maybe it's like an office romance, maybe it's your boss that you're not supposed to be with. I don't know. forbidden love doesn't necessarily always mean something weird or something bad. It just means it's a little conventional, and it could cause deception and lies. Um, but I think even though the love is forbidden, I don't know, it's still very strong though. I mean, in this picture, the heart has like swords diving into it, but the heart is still like, lit up with like sparks and whatnot. Like, I don't see this being a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Interesting. The rats card was the next card you got. Insatiable tendency to hide or conceal theft. Interesting. I wonder if it means like you're insatiable not by chasing, well, you could be chasing this person, but I also wonder by the Page of Pentacles, if your star, or if you, the star, are shining and letting your light shine, if that means you become insatiable for that shine and what attraction that shine brings. Now, that also doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing, because you can still be humble and recognize the qualities you bring to the table. You know what I mean? Like, you could still know your worth without needing to put other people down. Interesting. Um, let me pull a few more cards. The embodiment. What are we embodying for the next 5 months? That could also be it. Maybe you need to embody a broken heart. How would we do that? How does that make sense? Let's make it make sense. Hi, Halo. That's my cat, Halo. Embodying a broken heart. Maybe you need to be, because it goes back to what I was saying in the other cards. Which card was it? About needing to be honest, um needing to learn intimacy with yourself before being with this person, so that you could trust them and give them the intimate part of yourself. Maybe it's not so much that you need to embody this, but maybe this is what you are embodying, and that you need to be honest about that, and they'll accept you for that. They'll accept your trauma, your heartbreak, your reasons to have a wall up. They're going to accept that, and they're going to understand that more than you know. Very interesting. I got 13 on the time. And the rats. Maybe that's what you guys become insatiable for. You become insatiable for each other, for understanding each other. It almost kind of sounds like a trauma bond. That I would be very careful of, because I've seen it happen in my life with like friends, that they form a trauma bond with somebody, and that's like the hardest thing to get out of. So I would be very mindful and very careful of that for sure. But you and this person are definitely going to be insatiable for each other. Oh. Solution. A strategy or answer found to overcome a problem or challenge. Interesting. Maybe by chasing each other, by becoming insatiable for each other, you're finding a solution within each other. Or this could also go back to the Page of Pentacles, of letting your light shine and letting yourself be seen. Be open, like the heartbroken card. Let your emotions out. Let them see who you are. Be honest about who you are and what you've done and why you've done it. And even if you're not proud of it, like, wear your heart on your sleeve with this person. And that's how you'll find your solution. Maybe it's not a solution in the sense that, like, we think it is, but it's a solution in how to coexist with each other. Interesting. Give me one more card, pretty please, with sprinkles. Just for the collective. For the collective. For the plot. For the giggles. Whatever. Whoa. I almost keep throwing out a bunch of them. You got nothing to say now? One more card. Anything, pretty please, with sprinkles. Ooh, change. Transformation, adaptation, shifting from one state to another. The butterfly. Very interesting. So, you're chasing each other. You found a solution within each other. That you complete each other. And together you're able to grow. I'm just trying to, like, make it all, like, come together and flow nicely. I feel like I'm very messy. But I like it. You need to be open with this person. You need to chase each other and be open about that. I have no idea what that was. You need to be open with each other, chase each other, be emotionally available with each other. I saw 3 4s, you know? And when you do that, you're not going to find a solution. You're going to find a really good way to exist with each other. Because you love each other, that's for sure. And you're gonna respect each other's boundaries. And that's how you're gonna come together. And that's how you blossom into a butterfly. 1717, that's how you're gonna grow together. This is so exciting. I'm very, very excited for the collective. That's amazing to hear. And these are very, very beautiful cards. And the butterfly is just so absolutely beautiful. But you guys, these are good things. You're expecting amazing things for the next 5 months. And there's still going to be some growth to be done, and it's probably going to be hard. It's going to definitely be hard, and it's going to be a pain. But you've done it before. And you continue to do it. Every day that you show up, every day that you put in the effort, you're doing it. You're doing what a lot of people aren't doing just by showing up. Just by showing up. And you deserve praise. You deserve to be recognized for that. Not just by other people, but by yourself. You deserve to recognize your own self-worth and everything that you've accomplished so far. Even if the accomplishments that you've made are not towards your goals, they're still accomplishments. And you should recognize them. You should take the chance to write them down and acknowledge them. Because even if it hasn't gone towards your achievements, it makes you a well-rounded person altogether. And one day you're gonna see it in your achievement, like in your goals. Like, it's gonna pop up unexpectedly, and you're gonna be like, wow, like, that's such a great thing I learned at that time. That's such a great thing I did, because now it's coming in handy now. Everything you do, there's a reason for it. It's not a waste of time, even if it feels like it. There's a reason for it, and it's all gonna come together in the end. So just learn to take a deep breath, realize that you're on the right path. and you're only gonna see the results of it all when you're old. Like, you're only gonna see how it all comes together when you're old and you're at the end of your story. You're gonna see like how it all makes sense. So instead of rushing to get to the end to hear the story, to finish it and see the results, just live in the moment, take a deep breath, and be grateful for the journey that you're on, no matter how difficult it is. Because you've gone through it before, you're gonna get through it again. And that's the beauty of life. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this made sense, that it resonated, that you walk away feeling calm and you feel peace. And I hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful next 5 months. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you all next time. Bye.